Welcome to our deep dive. Imagine you are an actor. You learn your lines perfectly.
Right, you practice for many months, you step onto the bright
The
stage,
heavy red curtains go up. The audience watches you very closely.
you speak your first opening line, but something is very wrong.
Yeah, the other actors change everything. They're completely improvising their lines.
They speak in confusing half sentences, they skip their lines entirely.
You just stand there totally frozen. Your heart beats extremely fast now.
I mean, your perfect script is useless.
Yeah.
This exact feeling happens in reality.
It happens when learning new languages. You memorize perfect grammar rules daily.
You read a pristine language textbook, then you talk to local people.
But they don't sound like textbooks. They use real human social context.
Right, you have the technical vocabulary, but
Yeah.
you lack the social grace.
That frozen feeling is robot English. Nobody wants to sound completely robotic.
Right, so today we fix that. We're looking at an excerpt.
It comes from an English show. The show helps absolute beginner learners.
The learners are at level A1. A teacher provides 10 easy phrases.
We will unpack these specific phrases. We will see why they work.
They help you sound completely natural. They help you sound beautifully human.
You don't need massive, complicated words. You just need a few phrases.
Exactly. These phrases navigate real life. Let's look at the first step.
So every interaction begins with greetings. This is the initial contact point.
But the greeting shows a contrast. We see textbook perfection versus reality.
Right. We read about Amelia today. She imagines walking in a park.
It is a sunny, lovely day. She wants to meet new friends.
Her instinct relies on her textbook. She wants to be completely formal.
She plans to say, hello. Then what is your name?
And she has a robotic answer. She'll say, I am fine.
And she will add, thank you. Her greeting is grammatically perfect.
But it sounds awful. It sounds like a police test.
It is incredibly stiff and robotic. Think about wearing formal clothing.
Yeah, imagine wearing a fancy tuxedo. Imagine a black tuxedo outdoors.
A tuxedo is a perfect suit, but you wear it to weddings.
You don't wear it to parks. Wearing it there is wildly awkward.
Textbook greetings are like park tuxedos. Social interactions seek a nice balance.
Formal greetings ruin that delicate equilibrium. You should match the casual environment.
So her teacher corrects this greeting. He gives her phrase 1 instead.
I'm Amelia. And you.
This sounds much more natural.
He also helps with her feelings. He gives her phrase 2.
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
How about you is much softer. And you sounds like an interrogation.
It demands an immediate, exact mirror.
But how about you is gentle. It creates a warm conversational space.
Why do textbooks teach robotic phrases? Native speakers almost never say them.
Right, they don't use them casually. Why make learners wear the tuxedo?
Well, textbooks prioritize basic grammar rules. They ignore pragmatics in early chapters.
Pragmatics means the social language use. I am fine is mathematically clean.
It is an easy closed loop. It is incredibly easy to grade.
It is for the teacher's convenience. It ignores the student's actual survival. But there is another hurdle. A beginner will eventually get confused.
Their small vocabulary will run out. They will hit a huge wall.
How do they navigate that vulnerability?
I mean, this is deeply terrifying. Learners feel very exposed and helpless.
Let's look at Amelia's next scenario. She imagines entering a local shop.
The busy shopkeeper speaks very quickly. Amelia doesn't understand the fast words.
She feels a huge wave of panic. Her fear creates a strong instinct.
She says, I do not understand. She adds, please stop.
Her teacher warns her about this. He says it sounds very angry.
Sounds bossy to the shopkeeper. It sends the wrong emotional signal.
But her reaction makes perfect sense. Think about feeling that intense vulnerability.
You are drowning in confusing words. Her blunt response is purely natural.
It is a basic survival reaction. Her brain is completely overwhelmed.
The cognitive load is way too high. She throws up a defensive shield.
She needs the overwhelming noise to stop. Her brain begs for a pause.
When overloaded, our brains drop politeness. We revert to pure survival mode.
We just want the data halted. The system is crashing too fast.
But the shopkeeper doesn't know that. They don't see her deep panic.
They just hear barking, rude orders. They feel disrespected by the customer.
So her teacher replaces her panic button. He gives her 3 brilliant phrases.
Phrase 3 asks for polite repetition. Sorry, can you say that again?
Phrase 4 handles the fast speakers. A little slower, please.
Phrase 5 is my absolute favorite. How do you say this in English?
You say it while pointing around. You point at a red apple.
Wait, isn't pointing a lazy crutch? Shouldn't they study their vocabulary first?
Pointing is actually a powerful tool. It is definitely not a crutch.
Think about young toddlers learning words. How do they acquire their language?
They point at interesting new things. They wait for the right label.
Pointing anchors abstract concepts in reality. It taps into primal learning mechanisms.
We call this multimodal communication. It combines physical gestures with words.
The learner directs their own curriculum. They learn based on immediate needs.
They don't memorize useless book lists. They learn what matters right now.
You turn the world into classrooms. You learn on the spot instantly.
But survival phrases only help understanding. Conversations need to evolve past that.
Right. Learners actually need to get things. They need to buy some food.
That requires transactional politeness. This is a tricky social minefield.
It is dangerous to translate directly. Your native language might fail you.
Let's break down the cafe scenario. Amelia feels hungry at the cafe.
She sees a delicious chocolate cake. She translates her thoughts very directly.
She plans her sentence out carefully. I want that cake.
And she adds, "Give it to me."
Her teacher stops her right away. This tone is perceived as bossy.
It is too demanding in English. Anyone learning a language knows this.
You translate your thoughts directly, suddenly you sound like a dictator.
You accidentally offend a nice waiter. You sound like a commanding general.
Politeness markers do not translate perfectly. Softening words vary across different cultures.
Direct commands are sometimes completely acceptable, but English relies on modal verbs.
Modal verbs soften a hard request. They make the demand feel polite.
This brings us to phrase 6. Her teacher introduces a polite tool.
Can I have a coffee, please? Then he introduces phrase 7, too.
The waiter brings the chocolate cake. Amelia wants to just say, "Okay."
But her teacher suggests phrase 7, say, "No problem," or "anytime."
It softens the entire financial transaction. It becomes a shared social moment.
It shows the learner is relaxed. But phrase 6 seems too complex.
Yeah, can I have a hard grammar? A beginner doesn't know modal verbs.
Are they memorizing hollow sounds? Are they faking the language entirely?
This brings up lexical chunks. This linguistic concept is incredibly important.
Beginners don't understand the complex mechanics. But they honestly don't need to.
Our brains are very amazing machines. We memorize long chunks of language.
We treat them as single units. We don't break them apart grammatically.
So they don't hear 4 words. They hear one long continuous sound.
They hear a single musical melody. Can I have over?
Think about remembering a phone number. You don't memorize 10 random digits.
You don't use mathematical logic. You memorize the musical rhythm instead.
The numbers become one connected melody. Lexical chunks work the exact same way.
It functions as a single password. That password unlocks the delicious cake.
Native-speaking children do this constantly. A toddler says, "I don't know, really."
They don't understand the auxiliary verbs. They don't know the negative contractions.
They just know the specific sound. That sound means they lack answers.
Beginner lessons teach these lexical chunks. They bypass the confusing grammar rules.
You don't need mechanic engine knowledge. You don't study how engines work.
You just turn the car key. The car drives you away perfectly.
Amelia has successfully met someone nice. She politely ordered her chocolate cake.
But the interaction must end eventually. Leaving is the final big hurdle.
The exit leaves a lasting impression. You can undo all your goodwill.
We need to learn warm exits. Amelia finishes eating her sweet cake.
She wants to leave right away. Her instinct is delightfully, completely blunt.
She says goodbye. I'm going now.
This terminates the interaction too abruptly. It is a cold, harsh stop.
It ignores all the shared warmth. It feels like slamming a door.
It is like dropping a microphone. You just walk off the stage.
Her teacher provides warmer exit alternatives. Phrase 8 is have a nice day.
Phrase 9 is see you soon, or she can say see you later.
Phrase 10 is for helpful people. Thanks for your help.
He shares an ultimate reassuring message. You don't need to be perfect.
You just need to try hard. Making silly mistakes is completely okay.
It is about leaving doors open. I am going now is bad.
It frames the chat as transactional. It signals you used the person.
You got your cake and left. You discarded them immediately after eating.
See you later is much better. It creates an ongoing community feel.
It says we belong together socially. Our paths will cross again soon.
But wait, look at phrase 9. A learner says, see you later.
They say it to a cashier. They say it to a stranger.
They will never see them again. Is that actually a natural thing?
Or is it a scripted lie? Are we teaching people to fake friendliness?
This introduces a fascinating sociological concept. We call it phatic communion.
Phatic expressions are interesting language forms. They lose their literal dictionary meaning.
Their only purpose is social connection. They maintain our complex human bonds.
Like asking someone, what is up? You don't look at the ceiling.
You don't describe the blue sky. You say, see you later, casually.
You aren't scheduling a real reunion. Neither of you checks a calendar.
You aren't planning a Tuesday meeting. You aren't picking a restaurant later.
It is not a lie at all. The literal meaning is completely inactive.
It is a shared social ritual. It translates to a positive feeling.
It means I acknowledge you kindly. It means I leave in peace.
Teaching beginners these phatic expressions works. It sheds the robotic label quickly.
Robots take everything totally literally. Humans understand the deep emotional subtext.
We have taken quite a journey. We started with robotic textbook English.
We threw away the park tuxedo. Amelia learned to navigate her panic.
She used polite, collaborative survival questions. She softened her demands into requests.
Finally, she closed interactions with warmth. She learned the unwritten social rules.
The core takeaway is profoundly simple. Mastering these 10 super easy phrases works.
Beginners get immediate practical survival tools. They connect with real human beings.
They show genuine gratitude very easily. They don't need massive, complex vocabularies.
They can communicate effectively right now. Language isn't exchanging cold, hard data.
It isn't just transmitting literal facts. It is signaling your good intentions.
It signals your basic polite warmth. It signals your humanity to others.
It builds bridges between different cultures. You join the ongoing human play.
You might only know 3 lines, but you deliver them with heart.
You focus on the human connection. That beats perfectly recited wrong scripts.
It beats standing frozen on stage.
Yep.
You drop the rigid grammar textbook.
You join the messy human improvisation. We leave you with one thought.
Think about your own native language. What rigid phrase do learners use?
What gives them away instantly? What super easy phrase is better?
What makes them sound truly local? Real language lives in human connections.
Thanks for exploring this deep dive. See you next time.